Today it is February 2nd, Thursday. And it is 8:40 a.m. Um, are we live? Yes, we are live. Okay. Very awesome. Let me just grab one thing from my bag before we start. Yes. So yesterday I received some feedback saying I was too rambly. So today I'll try to keep it more concise. But I'm not really good at that, I guess. I'm actually very I'm very scared to turn on this live every single time. I guess I'll have to get used to it. But before I press live, it takes me a lot of courage to start. Where are you going? I'm not going anywhere. I don't know where am I going. Hello Amy. Hello Musical Soul. Hello Devout. Hello Suji. So today we're just gonna do a quick one about Joong Ki and how he is saving Korea from extinction. As you all know, Korean people are getting in the endangered species list. So we need more babies. And apparently Joong Ki is gonna have a baby. And today's entire episode will be about babies, because yesterday we talked about how kids be making babies in these room cafes, so it's a nice extension. And let's just get started, shall we? So obviously you guys have heard the news. I'm actually very late to the news, right? Joong Ki is getting married. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that there we go. Yeah. He announced his marriage on the 30th. Oh, he already got married. He already has filed in the papers. So he's done the paperwork. They are officially married with Katie Lewis Saunders, this Italian actress, right? Here it says British, but I looked her up on Wikipedia and it says she's from Italy. And they met while Joong Ki was filming Vincenzo, and they dated for a year and everything. The funny thing is, people are criticizing Joong Ki for not being careful, not being cautious, because they feel like it's too soon to get remarried. She is British, okay. They feel like it's too soon for him to get married, and on top of that, she has 2 kids. She's a former divorcee herself, and she has 2 kids with 2 different men, and Korean people are taking an issue of that. He divorced like 3 years ago. Yeah. I think the bigger problem is that not that he's remarrying quickly, but the fact that the girl that he's marrying has 2 kids. Let's just see some of the reactions. Okay, I think this is a mistranslation. Joong Ki is not a gold digger. He's freaking rich, but they're saying like he's not serious. He's very cautious. And this comment says Korean ajummas will start running and nag at you, which they are doing right now. And they're calling this very unconventional, and they're questioning his choice to remarry a woman with a child. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Each of the three children has a different biological father. Joong Ki is great. Hmm. What do you guys think? Personally, though, like as as a pleb, like not as a rich guy, but as a pleb, uh, you know, it's I would not marry somebody that has kids. If I'm gonna raise and spend money on kids, I'd rather prefer them to be my own kids, not somebody else's kids. But that's just my 2 cents. I like if I'm gonna spend like a big portion of my life dedicated, I would rather have them be my biological kids. But to each their own. Song Joong-ki can afford and also probably has you know a lot of time if he wants to. Who cares? Seriously, he can do what he wants. Yeah, exactly. But it is definitely unconventional in Korea to marry somebody who already has kids and kids with two different dads, for that matter. So definitely. But apparently they already have their kid coming soon because she's already pregnant. So congratulations to them. And people are saying, oh, he became a dad of three kids all of a sudden. And he's very his activities are very unexpected. His marriage, his divorce, and his remarriage. Hmm. I think it shouldn't matter if you can take care of the person and their children, but I am a single mom here in Korea. What's the state of single mothers and single fathers in Korea? Do they usually remarry or is it taboo? The thing is, like, people are not marrying in Korea, right? Marriage is down by a huge percentage in Korea. So people that would marry would probably not marry somebody with previous ties. I actually looked at some statistics from the government, and of all the marriages, 77.5% of the marriages are first time marriages, and remarriages are 12.4%. And let me go through these statistics a little bit more. Okay, I downloaded a whole PDF. Wow. Okay, I do not know what any of these graphs mean. So, divorces are down in Korea. Marriage with foreigners are also down from last year by 14.6%. But I would assume that's just because people are marrying less. Because you can see this graph. People are marrying less and less. Wow. It dropped to half of what it used to be 10 years ago. People don't want to marry. And for yeah, so if they're both, so this is 재혼. 재혼. Okay. So for men, 83.7% are first-time marriages. 16.1 is remarriage. For women, it's 81%, 18%, 18% being the remarriage. This is an interesting statistic. So for men going first time and women going the second time, it's 11.7%. Whereas for men remarrying and women first time, it's 7.1%. So I guess for men, it's actually harder for them to remarry than women for whatever reason. But there's like a 2 times difference right here. And men, the average first time marriage age of men is 33.4 years old. Women is 31.1 years old. So it's definitely getting older. And these are some interesting statistics. Cases where women are older than the men in first time marriages, it's 20%. So 80% of the time, women are younger and they marry men that are older. Or actually, no, 64.2% of the time, women are younger. Same age as 16.6%. Wow. They have a whole ass like survey. Okay, there's some foreigner statistics. Korean men plus international women, it's 9,000 marriages, whereas Korean women plus international men, it's 4,100 marriages. So Korean men marrying international women are much more common. I think this is because in a lot of rural areas in Korea, what you see men that are really old. They marry. They have like agencies where they connect you with people from like Vietnam, Thailand, or Cambodia, and they marry these young ladies from that country. Like you see, like if you go to rural areas, you see like 40-year-old, 50-year-old men marrying very young people, like 20s, from like Cambodia and stuff. That's very common. So I think these statistics kind of reflect that. And you see, okay, for women, for foreign women marrying Korean men, the highest percentage in terms of nationality is China, 2000 something, Thailand, Vietnam, Japan, America, Russia, Philippines, and then etc. So American people, there's 457 people. So if you want to marry a Korean guy, if you're American, 457. The reason Russia is so high on the list is also kind of similar to, I guess, the other countries like Philippines, and Vietnam, Thailand. There's a lot of these agencies that will get you like a Russian bride. I'll show you. I'll show you. So this is an agency for Vietnamese brides. I wonder if they have any pictures. I guess they don't have any pictures. So wow, for about $10,000, you can get yourself a bride. On your first day, you go to Vietnam, meet the girl. And then on the second day, you meet their parents. On the third day, you marry? What? What? I thought this process would be a little bit more. What? I thought it would be, like you pick some girl that you see from a picture, kind of like Tinder, and then like they hook you up, and then there's like some back and forth for like a few weeks or something. I don't know. You go visit them and they go visit you. No, you literally land in Vietnam in the afternoon, meet the girl for the first time. You meet their parents on the second day, and then on the third day, you get married. And on the fourth day, you go on a date. And then on the fifth day, you leave. What? What? What the actual fuck? Okay. Okay, I was not expecting. Maybe this is not the norm. Okay, let's look at let's look at some other cases. Wow. Who would want to marry that way? That sounds terrible. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, next. Oh, wow. There's actual people that got married. Wow. See, like these dudes are all pretty old and they're marrying very young girls. But hey, I guess if they want to get married real bad, that's what they do. Okay, let's look at the process. Oh, it's the same. So as you land in Vietnam, you see each other for the first time, and then they have to meet their parents, and they have to get the okay from the parents, and then the next day they get married. Wow. And then when they come back, they come to Korea after 4 days, and the Vietnamese bride goes to this academy and learns Korean for 3 to 4 months. Wow. That's crazy. Anyway, I don't even know why we're looking at this, but man, this is pretty insane. This is a whole new world that I've just seen. Oh, interesting. So the person that made this website is a Vietnamese lady that became Korean after meeting a Korean husband and coming to Korea. Oh, I see. That's very interesting. Yeah. And it's about $10,000. Wow. Okay. Huh. Is Danny looking for a bride? No. But yeah, this is very interesting. Very, very interesting. So for women marrying international, Korean women marrying international, America's number one, China, Vietnam, Canada, Japan, the UK. I bet Sander is part of this statistic then. Sander and Sunny. So Seoul, in Korea, Seoul has the highest rate of international marriages with 8%, which I'm actually kind of surprised because I assume rural areas had higher percentage. The average age of divorcing is 50. Divorcees is 50 for men, 46 for women. So they divorce at a later age. And the 40s is the most susceptible to divorcing for both men and women. For international, they don't actually show like the divorce rate, but so for by nationality divorcing, Korean men with international women, China, Vietnam, Thailand, and for Korean women with foreign men is China, Japan, America. Interesting, because Korean ladies and international men, America had the highest rate of highest number of marriages, but China is divorcing the most. I wonder what was number one for Korea. I think it was China for Korean men, right? Yeah, okay, it was China. That's very interesting. Okay, maybe they're just not compatible. Okay, so anyway, Joong Ki is getting married, so congratulations. And we need that because basically we need kids. As you know, Korea is going extinct, and we talked about it yesterday. And today we're gonna talk a little bit more about that because look, okay, Korea is dying. Korea is just dying, and they're setting records every single month of new lows for birth rates. Right now, we're getting less than 20,000 newborns every single month, and Korea's population is decreasing. And there's some interesting ideas that people have stated. Okay, apparently in France, they have playgrounds in very big tourist spots. So what these do is they let the parents go to these places without having to worry about their kids getting bored. So they have playgrounds in the Eiffel Tower. They have playgrounds here. They have playgrounds here. So people are saying, oh, let's make a playground in front of the palace so that people are gonna be more okay when they go to places. It'll make the lives of parents easier. But I feel like this is like a very minor inconvenience. It's not this is not gonna make people that aren't gonna have kids have kids. Definitely not. Another issue is that the national pension, which is Korea's government-run pension, is anticipated to be fully drained by 2055 because there is no more babies. So Korean people, there's no more working class that's gonna be able to support the overwhelmingly large amount of old people. So by 2055, which is before the time I'll receive my pension, is when it will be fully drained. So Korean people are saying like, okay, I don't want to pay for the pension anymore. So if you've ever worked in Korea, you'll know that the national pension takes 4.5% of your paycheck. So it's automatically deducted from your pay. And the what do you call it? And your employer also has to match that 4.5%. So it's a total of 9%. So your employer pays 4.5% and they pay 4.5%, and that's how it works. And now they're considering raising it to 15%, meaning that 7.5% of your pay will be taken by the national pension, and the other 7.5% taken by employers. So that really would suck if they have to raise the national pension to that amount. And I don't think that will actually help. But who am I? I'm not very smart. But it would just suck to pay. Essentially, these are kind of like taxes. There's no way around not paying this. You have to pay. It's automatically taken from you. So there's no way out. And it's just it's just the way it is. It kind of sucks. Yeah, it makes no sense. You have no option. Like if we had a choice of not having to pay for it, then it might be all right, but no. So what is China doing? They're saying, okay, everybody just have babies now. Just have babies. So one of the regions in China, they've had a huge hit on their population because of their one-child policy. And China, for the first time, is decreasing in population. First time in 61 years. So the local government is basically saying, okay, you can have as many babies as you want now. And even single mothers. So before, single moms, when they had babies, they weren't allowed to register their child. And that had, I guess, a lot of, terrible consequences. Now they're allowing single moms to get a birth certificate for their child, so that they can receive all the benefits. And yeah, wow, they are basically saying everybody go have babies. So China did a complete 180. All the Chinese friends that I know, they have one baby. I mean, not their baby. They're the only child. Yeah. So it's kind of crazy that they're doing this 180. But even China knows. So yeah. And then in the midst of this, there's an local act that's trying to be pushed forth by this NGO. And it's trying to be pushed forth by, let me just say. So it's trying to be pushed forth by the NGO, I believe it's no, never mind. It's trying to be pushed forth by the Seoul city government. Okay, I thought it was an NGO. Okay, it's trying to be pushed forth by a Seoul city government, and it's an local act about, how about education, about the philosophies behind education. And there's a part where it's about sex education. And here it says that the students must be taught the right ethical and moral standards of sex. And it talks about marriage is a mental and physical union between man and a woman. B, sex should only occur within a marriage. Which is Korea just wants to get extinct. I'm just telling you. Korea just is wanting to get extinct. And this was getting ready to be passed through the bill, this local act that they suggested. So yeah, this received a huge backlash from teachers and whatnot. It's crazy how what year is this? I heard Indonesia banned sex outside of marriage, and they are even punishing foreigners as well. So don't go to Indonesia, I guess, with your girlfriend. But wow, it's kind of crazy how they're pushing forth with trying to teach these kind of values in school. I mean, sure, somebody can believe that, but to make it an official value that they're gonna teach in school, it sounds kind of crazy. There's really no way for Indonesia to enforce that though. So what I heard was for Indonesia, they banned sex outside of marriage, and basically the only way you'll know is if you report it, if somebody reports it, but it is punishable by law. Yeah. But yeah, that's what's happening right now, and it's just crazy. So we went from Joong Ki having a baby. So we need Joong Ki is what I'm trying to say. We need Joong Ki to make more babies, not just one, and we need him to get those two other babies that his wife has, and make them Korean citizens. That's the only way. Then he'll receive 50% off on parking. You have benefits after you have your third child. If you have your third child, you have benefits of receiving discounts on stuff like parking. This is it for today, but be sure to check out Naked Soul. We have lots of cool new products. We are going to upload a new product today as well. Naked Soul is our website we created where we sell goods from local Korean brands. We have a lot of different brands, over 40 different brands that we have at Naked Soul, and these are all local brands that you can trust. They were handpicked by us. You won't find these on Amazon. And we have a last sale going on. So these items, the sales of these items, they will never be restocked. So this is your last chance to purchase any of these. and they will never be restocked. So you see some of these items, they're already sold out. They will never ever be restocked. So please be sure to check out Naked Soul. The link is in the pinned comment above, and it will help us a lot, and you'll get cool products as a result of it. So yeah, there you go. That is our episode for today. Is DK News ever coming back again? I do not think so, but maybe. It won't probably not be in the same format. Yeah. And also, speaking of Joong Ki, Song Hye-kyo, she appeared in this K-drama called The Glory. It's a Netflix original, and you can go. I'm gonna upload watch parties starting from today. I've already filmed like 3, and I am addicted to that drama. So if you want to watch the drama with my commentary, you can go on over to patreon.com/dkdktv and go watch those. Those will be uploaded very, very soon. There is no editor. Yes, there is no editor in DKDKTV right now. No. And we are not looking to hire any more editors. But The Glory, man, that drama is intense. It is very intense. And the first episode, I watched until episode 3. The first episode, that was heavy. Like, usually, like in bullying scenes in any dramas, I don't really feel anything. But when I watched that, I was like, this is so depressing. So it's very good drama. So go on over to Patreon and check that out. And be sure to check out Naked Soul. And what about watch party? Yeah, that is the watch party, or watching The Glory. And we will see you guys next time. So this will be on Naked Soul every single day. So be sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And Katie, you are late, but stay subscribed. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Bye.